Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another outstanding episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye Spinach. He is the tranquil dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, he asks for a chief burrito because he likes the combination of chicken and beef. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 3 continents down, 3 more to go. The worldwide starboy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. Tonight we have a special guest. As a matter of fact, he's making a return to our show for the 3rd time. That's right. We throwing up them threes like we from Boston. He's actually the only brother, yes, the only black man that actually right now is running an all women's promotion and one of the hottest promotions, not just in the Northeast, but in the whole of the good old USA. Everybody, welcome to the show, Marchello Squarwell.
Woo! Appreciate that. One hell of an introduction, man. Wow.
I try, man. I try. But how's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Just very thankful, ready to start this new year off right. With our first show. Just thankful, man. Loving life, living the dream, basically. That's what I'm doing. I'm living the dream.
That's all, yeah. That's all you gotta do, man. Just live the dream, be happy, be thankful, and just keep on, keep on, striving, keep on grinding, That's
That's
pretty
it.
much
That's it. That's all it is too, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to start the new year off right, man, we gonna hit the ground blazing, running.
And you're definitely right, because this man right here is actually, what's up, Sir Fester? This is actually Sir Fester. He's actually, and Sir Fester, I'm sorry, I don't mean to put your business out on the street, but he's actually a wrestling fan that lives in Texas.
Okay.
Texas is the home of Mission Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And this is no slight towards Brian Cervantes, Thunder Rosa, and Jeremiah Wilkerson.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that this man is in Texas and knows about CCW, that shows a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody all the way from Texas knows about you, and you're all the way in Delaware.
Yeah.
So you're definitely doing it, doing it well, man. Doing it right.
I appreciate that. We to be honest with you, CCW Nation, man. I mean, the fans are just amazing. Very passionate, fans, and pay heavy attention to the product and stuff like that. Fans are all over, man, and I couldn't be more thankful. And I really appreciate all the love and support. So shout out to all the fans for all the love and support. Appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I gotta say, man, I've been really impressed with how y'all have been doing y'all shows. I mean, I saw Payback, I saw the before that, and I was like, wow, I gotta make it to a show one of these days, man. One of these days, I'm definitely gonna make it down to Delaware and check out a CCW show. I don't want CW show because y'all run together in the same. So I'm definitely gonna try to make it down there because y'all got so many great men and women down there. Y'all, oh man, y'all got a banger coming up right now, and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to make it down there. And the thing I like about y'all too is that y'all give many people a chance. Like the Renegade Twins, y'all were the first promotion that they won a tag team title for. So since y'all actually, and like I said, people, I'm not slighting any other promotions because I know people are gonna be like, but what? And people get offended easy, but y'all actually were the first to give them that chance to show what they can do as a tag team on a consistent basis in a promotion. Granted, they've been on AEW, but how often? Like once a month, like maybe twice a month. But y'all have been consistent with them, and y'all actually showed, and y'all let them show how well they could work as a tag team, and they definitely showed it last year. Now you have the women that finally, after many competitors were able to were unable to do so, y'all are actually now y'all got the sisters of the goons of Scenic City.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are giving them a chance, and people didn't really know about them before they came to CCW. At least in my opinion, I know nobody was really like talking about them that much before CCW,
Mm-hmm.
unless of course they were in Tennessee. I mean, I happened to find them. We had them on the show, but then
Right.
again, like I said, I tell people I'm like the Professor X of Ringside Society. Like my mind is like all over. And Marcello, you've heard me too. When you mentioned, oh, this person, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that person. That's yeah, they were, and you're like, yo, Remy, you just know everybody, man. Like
Literally, literally, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But rewind a little bit back and talk about the Renegade Twins. Day ones. CCW day ones. Coming in, very loyal individuals. Extremely hard workers who go out there and they go get it. To see the Renegade Twins on Rampage and to see, the King, everywhere and on NWA and all that other stuff. And to see a lot of our girls, our women, um, you know, on TV showcasing their skills, and holding it down is a warm, fuzzy feeling. You're very proud of them, and it means a lot. Because how hard that they bust their chops to get to where they need to be. So, you know, I'm very, very proud, very excited for a lot of things that are up and coming for Capital, and every single women in our in the locker room, uh, they represent. They represent the brand and represent it really well. So I'm extremely excited, man. Extremely excited, and looking forward to this wonderful, beautiful new year.
yeah, I gotta say that last year y'all definitely showed out. Y'all introduced like I think two new titles. I believe the tag team titles were introduced last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And had a whole new tournament, the Capital Cup tournament that
Mm-hmm.
showcases the best, who the best tag team was. And
Mm-hmm.
you had the global fight championship, global fight wrestling championship, that's currently held by Rebecca J. Scott, and y'all are just getting bigger and bigger and I just saw y'all announce Janai Kai. I'm like, oh geez,
Yeah.
if
And
they
these are professionals who want to be here. They want to be at Capital. They want to showcase what they can do and how they can do it. So for them wanting to be here is truly an honor. And moving forward and stuff like that. So it's just humbling. It's exciting. Um, we had an amazing year last year. Moving forward, we're starting off this new year. Like I said, to be honest with you, if you think last year was amazing and good, just wait until this year. And we're starting off with a banger, going into this upcoming Saturday, live or die, starting off with two tournament matches. Get the fans, ready to rock and roll for this huge tournament, Battle of the Throne tournament that's coming up.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. Something I just might take the day off and head down to Delaware just for that one, man. I made a resolution for this year. I'm going to start traveling more, try to hit at least a city, somewhere outside of the five boroughs, at least, a new place, you know, at least once a month. And I think Delaware, I just might, take the trip down there, just take the day off just to head down there and see what's going on. Because, like I say, y'all are definitely lighting it up down there, man. And I'm excited to see what y'all have. I got a couple questions for you, but regarding what to expect this year. But you
Okay.
know, we're also about fan interaction, so we have Sir Fester B. He has actually two questions for you, man. Sir Fester, you're on a roll, man. So he asks, who's the 12th? I guess he's referring to the 12th competitor. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to give it, feel free. If you want to save it for later, save it for later. We don't. So first, that's up to him. That's up to him, man. It's if you gotta,
So to be honest with you, the 12th right now is a mystery, right? It's worth waiting. Uh, if you think the names right now and the talent is outstanding in the tournament right now, the 12th participant in this tournament is going to put the icing on the cake.
I'll tell you.
It's going to be very interesting. So I'll say, hold on to your seats because once that's announced, man, it's time to grow.
I'll tell you what. You already made my jaw drop when I saw Delmi EXO. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I'm like one half of the C stars. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. For those of y'all, the CCW Nation, CCW faithful. If Delmi EXO, yeah, she's cool, and she also has a sister who is equally cool as well. If
Yep.
TC stars end up in CCW, whoever has those
Mm.
titles better start watching some videotape, better start studying because them girls been doing it for a long time. They are no joke. I believe they've done a trip to Japan or two as well. I believe they've traveled several places in the world. So whoever is facing those two women, I mean, I know I'm jumping the gun, but if Ashley 9 times out of 10, wherever Delmy is, Ashley is. Ashley is no joke. So
Hey,
yeah,
extremely talented, and Delma's going to bring it just like everybody else is going to bring it within this tournament. So very excited to, have her be a part of this Battle of the Throne tournament. Can you hear me, Remy? Rob, can you hear me?
uh, I think we're frozen. No,
Are we
okay,
good?
all right.
Good now?
Yeah, I guess I'm having the same internet thing that Rob had, and so on. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all
But
good. It happens.
yeah, yeah. So Sir Professor, he has another question. He's asking, how has backyard wrestling to a premier promotion in the East changed your outlook on the future? I don't know if y'all a back. No, y'all aren't a backyard promotion. No,
Mm.
nah. They were never. So yeah, so I don't. Maybe some other promotion you're talking about, Sir Professor, but they were never. If you're talking about CZW, I believe they may have been a backyard promotion. I don't know,
Mm.
and then they went up the name that they become, which is very popular. But yeah, they were never. CCW was never. At least yeah, they were never a backyard promotion. Um, and we have. I believe this is Sean Hardy. It's probably Sean Hardy. Um, Go Marchello, one CW Hall of Famer, and yeah, I believe that's Sean Hardy. For some reason, they never show who's saying what on Facebook. I don't know why, but yes, it's all good, Sir Fester. It happens, man. It happens. But yeah. So you had a big 2022. Um, Lots of new faces, lots of shockers, lots of title changes, and so on. So what can the fans expect to see in 2023?
Well, right now, I mean, there's so much lined up. So much has yet to happen. Right? Going into this Saturday, Live or Die, you have Christina Marie versus Ultraviolet. Round 3. Which is extremely interesting. The only way to win this match is by submission or knockout. So that alone is going to be very interesting. Those two have been going at it, and it's been a war. It's been a war. And to be honest with you, Christina Marie, she brings it each and every single time. She is definitely a bad woman, put it that way. But I got to tell you, Ultraviolet is extremely tough. She's a person. If you look at the last two matches, especially the last one, she can she can take a pounding and keep going and keep going and going. And those are the ones you got to be those are the ones who are dangerous. You got to be very careful of those because they just don't quit, And this matchup is extremely exciting. A lot of people are pumped up for this and looking forward to this. So we'll find out, who would get who would stand at in the square circle with the hand raised at the end. You got Rebecca Scott going against Sarah Leone, which for the Global Fighting Championship, and that's another one that's going to be very interesting to watch. Sarah's ready, wants to take the Global Fighting Championship back to Spain, and represent, and make everyone proud of her. And Rebecca, she said it. You're gonna have to, claw that belt from her dead body. She would die before she give up that belt first. So that's going to be a very good one, really good one. You got Brittany Blake versus Becca, who that's a history right there. Because Brittany Blake was the referee and cheated Becca out of being the network champion. And she joined the Awakening. So that's history alone right there. This is not just a first round tournament match. I mean, it's more than that. It's it's basically payback, kind of like for Becca, who's trying to get payback for what Brittany did to her. So that's going to be a good old slobber knocker in itself. Then you got Markova versus Janai Kai. First round tournament match. And people don't know this, but there's history there as well. Back in, I think it was 2019, Markova beat Janai Kai twice. And Janai said that, she was at a different point in her career then. They're both at a different point right now. So it's all about, basically for Janai proving that she's way better than what she used to be and proving that she can step up to the plate and be successful in this match. And the winner of this match, because you got two first round matches, right? You got Janai Kai versus Markova. You got Becca versus Brittany Blake. The winners of those matches will meet each other. Now, but in March, the winners of these two matches, they will have a bye. So they get to sit back, scout, and see, really study each other to see what's going on and see how things are shaped up within the tournament. In April, we'll go ahead and, the tournament will be on the back end of it, in April and stuff like that. And we'll finish it off in April. So it's really stretching the tournament out, giving the fans, what they want, something to look forward to, something to, be excited about with 12 of the very best, some of the very best professional wrestlers in the world. So that's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, that's man. I'm excited for that whole Queen. That whole. I just might make sure I have the days off to come down and check out that whole tournament because that is something that I see becoming a big thing there. Like,
Right.
I'll even go as far as say it's good. It could become as big as the ECW Super 8 tournament, both male and female.
Mm-hmm.
I see that becoming something, and it's not just Jane Schmane who just started wrestling, or Jackie Nobody who who's been wrestling but nobody knows of her. You got like some people that have been on Impact, people that have been in WWE. You got people that are up and coming that wrestled for like GCW. You got people that have traveled the world in that tournament. So you got a mix of everything as well. So
anything can happen. It's not like you're going to be like, oh, well, this person easily is going to breeze through and this person's going to do this, that. Like, you have to really sit down, look at the bracket, and really be like, oh my goodness, like, it can go either way, So that's the great thing about it. It can go either way. All 12 are extremely competitive, they're all powerhouses. You know what I mean? They're all extremely successful in their own ways. And so they're all fighting for one thing and one thing only, to be crowned. the winner of the Battle of the Throne tournament.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's going to be extremely interesting. Then we got our tag team matches coming up this Saturday as well, for the tag team titles. You got the Goons of Ascending City versus Jordan Blade and Brooke Valentine. So that's going to be very interesting.
As my cousin,
It's going to be a hard hitting, tag team match.
as my cousin used to say back in Guyana, who ain't dead, badly wounded. I was
yeah.
man. Hey, I'll tell you what. I was smart. So you know what? I might just have to go and get that family the family size box of Bengay and ointment. Whoever's in that match, because no matter whether you win or lose, it's gonna feel like your mama just took the belt to you, or your daddy just took the belt to you. That's how that. Because them, you got the goons. They got hands, and I've seen them. I've seen them rough up some men. They beat some men like they owed them money for for something, and I'm like, geez, woo. And then you got I've seen Jordan Blade. She could be dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm like, she the kind of woman, if she ever said you're gonna buy a shirt, I'll tell you what, I will buy you one shirt in each color if you just don't beat me up or kill me or anything. And you got Brooke Valentine, who don't let me start with her. She was part of I forgot what the tag team's name was, Willow, who's another one that don't play. Don't let that smile fool you. But she was a tag team partner of Willow.
Was it Thick and Juicy 2.0?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, 2.0. Yep.
By the way, people, we did not give them that name. That was a name that was given to them by Faye Jackson. Don't crucify us and saying, "Oh, we're objectifying people." Nah, that was their own thing. But Thick and Juice 2.0, and she had Faye Jackson as her manager. So man, I can imagine what she learned. Oh, that match is gonna be. Oh, Rob, be glad you're not refereeing that match, man. Oh, geez, because I can tell you right now.
Well, I'm gonna be sitting back there watching it, though. I'm gonna watch it, though. I'm gonna sit right there watching it. Like, okay.
I can tell you right now, Ringside Society, we don't provide health insurance. We don't provide health insurance, man, or medical insurance. But we'll definitely give you some ointment, as in case something happens,
Yeah. Well, and to top off everything, you have the Queen of Chaos. All right. And who's that?
Ooh, that's Von Star. Oh man,
Von Star, right? She has some words. No one knows what she's going to say, what's going to be done. And she has some words, and she's going to address a couple things, and also address the mother effing king. So it'll be interesting to see what she has to say.
That is definitely gonna. I can't. If they have a second match, oh geez, that's gonna be another banger too. But the thing I like with CCW is that it doesn't matter who is on the first match or who's in the main event. All those women, and I've never really seen this in a lot of promotions, but all the women that you have on there can easily be the face of that company. Whether it's a Jordan Blade, whether it's a Delmi X2 that's just joining, or whether it's Kylie King or even Vita Von Star, or even newcomers like Ultraviolet or day ones like Christina Marie. Any one of those women can easily be, in my opinion, that's what I see, can easily be the face of CCW.
Yeah,
that is something that I've never really seen in a lot of women's promotions.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree, and to be honest with you, to put a little icing on this on the cake, it'll be real soon when the day ones get you some will be back. Be real soon. They sat there, they took a little break, had to focus and regroup because they think that they took, after being a champions for a year, that's a long time. Being a champions for a year, and the inaugural champions, they had to sit back and they had to really, because going into that match with the Goons of Cynic City, when they lost the tag team titles, they admit to it. They took them light, right? They beat them twice before. They were at Disney, asking the characters, hey, look, you think they have a chance against us and stuff like that. So the Renegade Twins, after losing, the tag team titles, they took some time to regroup. And now they plan on coming back for what's rightfully theirs, and those are tag team titles. So our tag team division is really heating up. Definitely heating up. So
Yeah, and it's definitely getting crazy, man. And yeah, those the Renegade Twins, they definitely set the bar.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, definitely.
they definitely did, and it's gonna be kind of tough. And in my opinion, I gotta say it to the Renegade Twins, Robin and Charlotte. If y'all ever see this, or Mama Renegade, if y'all ever see this, man, hey, thank you, man, because I gotta say, I was thinking about the other day, like they've been inaugural champions for like 3 promotions now.
Mm-hmm.
CCW, Mission Pro, and now this new one. I think it's called UWW,
Mm-hmm.
which is over in the West Coast. And I'm like, these women are just setting the bar. And I always say that the person that opens the door to others is the strongest,
Mm.
because they have to find deep down within themselves that inspiration to be the first. Sometimes they don't have nobody to look to for inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to they 9 times out of 10 had to find that to like, okay, we're gonna get together, we're gonna make this happen, and then everybody else we're gonna set the path, and everybody else is gonna follow the path. And I
Right.
got they're like one of the strongest right now, because I've never seen a tag team that is as dominant, a female tag team that is as dominant as them.
I put
Um,
it out there right now, and I come from tag team wrestling. I put it out there right here, right now. They're literally one of the best tag teams in the world. Period.
oh yeah,
I put that up against anything. Literally. You know what I mean? And their work and how they, go about doing things shows it. I'm not saying that. I mean, because look, they've been day one since the beginning, before anything. They're very loyal, they're very down-to-earth individuals, they work extremely hard. So to be honest with you, they are definitely one of the best tag teams in the world. Hands down.
yeah.
Yeah, hands
It's
down.
only and it's only a matter of time. And I will say this: it's only a matter of time until WB or AEW or Impact pick them up. It's only a matter of time until some Japan sees them like, hey,
Mhm.
we like what you ladies are doing. Come on over, or they
Right.
start world tours. It's only a matter of time.
Absolutely.
They are definitely, killing the game and
I think
whatnot.
you can say that. I think you can say that, to be quite honest with you, with if not half, basically almost all, our whole roster, is fully is extremely talented, and have gotten a lot of looks, and things like that. But every single competitor on a roster or who enters the locker room works extremely hard. They work extremely hard, so they've earned every single scratch claw that they've gotten. And so, kudos to each and every last one of them. So, me sitting back watching and seeing everything, um, the relationship that you build and the, how much people love and support and ride or die for Capital Championship Wrestling is so amazing, because, they literally love it. So I'm extremely proud of that. But again, the king, Kylan, her hard work, her dedication, what she's done, she's everywhere now, and she's a hard worker. She earned every single thing that's came her way. She's now the CCW champion and the network champion. She's setting all kinds of records, here at Capital Championship Wrestling. So now it's just basically like it's open. Who's gonna stop the king, or who can stop the king?
Here we go.
So that's gonna be interesting to see who's willing to step up to the plate and willing to challenge that and say, hey, look, I can do it. So we just have to wait and see to see how everything's going to how that's going to go. But the king, she takes on everybody. She took on Willow. She took on so many outstanding Trisha Dora, great competitors, Davian, um, a lot of great people, and Hera Own, she's still undefeated as well. So she's literally literally the king. So
Sean Hardy says yes, the twins are are incredibly talented. And we got oh wow, another guy. See how pop this guy Albert Armageddon, aka Albert Goyer.
mhm.
He's actually in I believe Iowa, Midwest. He's ringing
Mhm.
out for SCW, which is Seth Rollins and Marek Brave's promotion.
Okay.
And
Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, I'm here. And yeah, um yeah. And yeah. So I was sorry, I had to answer a question
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, it's all good.
Um yeah. So in regards to so I'll say Albert Armageddon, he's actually ring announcer for SCW, which is Marek Brave and Seth Rollins promotion.
Okay.
And great guy, had him on our show. He's all the way in Iowa and wanted to check y'all out. That's how crazy it is. Now you got Midwest watching y'all. As a matter of fact, that's a good guy. That's a good guy to follow. I'm Albert. I'm gonna put your business out on the street. I'm sorry, man. Don't come after me, but I just can't help it. But he knows a lot of people in the Midwest that I never thought he knew. You know, when we have somebody from the Black and Brave, he's like, "Oh snap, yo! Like I know, like I know that person." You know, and the Black and Brave. I mean, you've seen in like Heather Reckless. They have a lot of great
Yeah.
stuff there too. Um, yeah, but still, you're a former ring announcer, Albert. But yeah, but they got a lot of people that a lot of females like that are coming out of there too that are like just showing themselves, showing to be the great athletes that they are, and yeah, man. If I could recommend somebody for you to definitely follow, it'd be that guy because he knows a lot of stuff as well too. I'm sorry, man. I just got to put you on blast, bro, but in a good way.
Yeah,
But
so I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind and stuff like that. It's just showing love, and respect to somebody else. But to be honest with you, I appreciate again, the love and support. Um, yeah, so thank you. Keep watching. There's a lot of more, stuff to come. Getting ready to do a lot of great things. We got the documentary that will be filmed pretty soon. We'll be featured in a film uh, that I can't say too much about, but it's pretty damn cool. But don't be surprised if you see a CCW superstar star in it, or see several CCW superstars in the film. So working on that. Supposed to be shooting soon, real soon. So got a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on, but it's great things. So I'm just very grateful and ready to attack. The year, ready to attack, man. Just keep grinding, keep working, and I just feel thankful, man. I'm just thankful. I'm happy. We're very looking forward to a lot of great things, man. And I wish I can say a lot, but you just have to stay tuned.
yeah, you can't give them too much. We
Nah.
respect that. We appreciate that.
So definitely be on the lookout. Like I said before, a documentary will be, being rolled soon, really soon. And on top of the documentary, we got the film that's going to be damn good. Yeah, we start shooting really soon. So very just excited.
I just gotta say congrats on that, man. Like I said,
Appreciate it.
I know y'all been working hard, and that's what I like to see. That's what we like to see. We like to see people work hard and get rewarded for it. It's a great thing, and y'all definitely deserved it. And we hope that this leads to bigger things. Maybe y'all actually eventually traveling. Going to like New Jersey or even New York. Best believe if I hear y'all come to New York, I'm definitely gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna put in my PTO, and gonna be heading over to CCW because they're in my neck of the woods now. And I gotta see what's happening.
Yeah, much love, man, much love. But I gotta be honest with you. Um, if you get an opportunity, you gotta come to Delaware, because the good people of Delaware is like no other. To be honest with you, once that's why I love Delaware so much, because I give back to where it all started from. You know, that's where I started my career. Delaware is a special, special place to me. The people are special to me. Is a big family, you know, and so you know, once you're a fellow Delawarer, I don't even know that's a word. That's not even a word, but anyways,
Delaware.
yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, there you go. You're locked in, and they got you. They got you for life. So you know, it's a big, beautiful, wonderful environment to be in when it comes to anything and everything. You know, especially wrestling.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. If you guys, whenever you guys film that little movie, if you're looking for, an experienced actor, you got Rob Bass right over here. He was a
Oh
zombie
yeah,
movie, so he out here.
yes.
He out here getting his Channing Tatum, his Brad Pitt on. So he going.
Okay.
No, I was a zombie. I was a zombie and got killed. I got killed on camera or whatever. A little independent thing. Yeah, I played a zombie, got killed. That's about it.
Hey, but it's all good. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Hey, if you need somebody in the background or whatever, I can do that. I can mouth peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots. You know, I can do that, man. I can do that.
Yeah, man. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Rob. To Rob, I know Rob probably has a couple of questions for you. I mean, he's been working closely next to y'all with 1CW. So, Rob, go ahead, man.
All right, sweet, thanks. Yeah, so what's going on, man? I'm glad to finally get to talk with you on here, man. Man, every other time I got training or whatever, man, it's like, man, so I finally made some time today.
You know, it's always a pleasure, man. It's always, good to see you. You know, I see you
I know.
every month, and we get to chop it up a little bit because we're so busy. But it's always a good thing to see, fam.
I know, man. It's glad to see you, man. Yeah, we had training tonight, man. But I talked to the powers that be. Like, man, I'm gonna be a little late. We got CCW, man. We piping up the shows. Like, all right, yeah, you good. I was like, all right. I was like, cool. Yeah, so man, yeah, like you were saying earlier, Vita Von Star, man. I was watching that, and that's one of those things. I'm like, man.
Uh-oh.
He does that. He's gonna be back in like a couple of seconds.
Okay.
2, 1.
My bad, man. My internet, man. Man, it happens, man. I hate when that happens.
No, really.
But yeah, I was in the middle.
Point. Wow.
Yeah, I was talking about like Vita Von Star, man. Because her, people that don't know, her and Kylan King had a match, it was last month or whatever, and that's why Kylan's, she's champ right now. So, Vita Von Star, she's not just going to go down quietly, take that line down, So I'm very excited to see what she has to say. That's going to be one of them. Woo! Them fire promos right there. Luckily, we in the fire hall then.
Oh yeah, she's you talking about blood boiling. She's at a different level, and if you can remember, before she created this cult, she was already a firecracker, right? And getting things going before she became a champion, and now she's she was champion, and went on this tear, did what she had to do, and she lost, the network championship. So I think it's safe to say that she's extremely pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And is looking for war, not running from it, not talking about it. I think she's looking for war. So she's she's gonna be ready to fight.
Yeah, because that last show I got out of her way, you know what I mean? After that match or whatever, like, I'm gonna go outside and hang out with the smokers for a second, you know what I mean? Yeah, let her cool down, man. I'm not being around this. No. And speaking of that, man, there was another match I'm really looking forward to. They talked to upper CC management. This has Missy all over. I know they talked to Missy for this one. Christina Marie and Vulture Violet in a submission knockout match. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because round 3, last time it was just like, oh man, yeah, I gotta leave this one too, man. This is tense back here, but this is gonna be one of the matches. Yeah, it's gonna be a classic. One of these things.
I mean, yeah, sitting there, getting everything going or whatever like that, Ultraviolet, I was on the call with Ultraviolet, and then I was on the call with, Christina Marie, expressing themselves on how they feel and stuff like that. First of all, Christina Marie's pissed that she has to have a third match with her, right? And things like that. And Ultraviolet just wants revenge for what happened to her last time. So I sat there and I said, you know what? Heard both sides and said, hey, this is what I'm going to decide. This is going to be a submission match or, a knockout match. That's the only way how you can win. And, really set the bar high. And so, Christina Marie, she loves violence. And, she's definitely, she loves to fight. And you got Ultraviolet, who is a fighter and who would never give up and who, who's damn good herself. So that alone is going to be, a match that people are drawn into and looking forward to. It's round 3. Round 3. The other 2 matches were bangers, and this is the the final straw. Let's see who's going to stand tall. At the end. Are you going to give up in submission? Are you going to give up in submission? Are you going to tap out, or are you going to be knocked out?
That's right. Yeah, I know the fans are going to love this one because I could hear the last match, I could hear them chanting. They were like, CCW, CCW. I'm walking out, I got like the next match, I'm like, wow. I'm like, man, they are killing it out there. I was like, that's right. Yeah, it's one of them things.
It's amazing, like I said, the great fans, in Delaware, the love and support that they give us is truly amazing. I'm very thankful for them. Very thankful for what we bring to the table, and allow them to sit back and enjoy and be, invested into, what we do.
Oh yeah. I'm glad to be helping out, working with y'all too, man. I mean,
I appreciate it.
CCW, man, it's awesome, man. I love it, man. It's like, yeah, man, one CW, CCW, like, ooh, CCW, man, I know about them. Like, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, man, and it's different. You know what I mean? It's giving the fans, something different each and every month. And not to say about anybody else, but you have people, do it once in a while where you have basically, a super show. This is a regular thing for us. When you got, CCW, 1CW, having a show and stuff like that, and getting, a bang for your buck. The fans can come there and enjoy, wrestling. You see 2 shows into one for the price of one. I mean, let's be honest. Where do you see that at?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm just, let's put it out there. You
don't ever see that. Yeah, you hardly ever see that. Yeah, you got one show, you got 2 for 1.
Yeah, you get 2 for 1. You can come out, enjoy, with your family, and enjoy the environment, and have a good old time, and see 2 shows, in one, and really just, each and every month, enjoy yourself. Yeah. So everybody's more than welcome, to come out, enjoy. You will, trust me, you will have an amazing time. Trust and believe in that. And supposed to be having a couple people come out, a couple professionals come out on top of, kids from different kind of programs come out to check it out and support. I usually try to get them out there every year to give back to the community and, let them enjoy, a good old night out and enjoy and meet amazing people and have a chance to be, a teenager or a kid, So that's very important, to do that and reach out to the community and let them know that, we care.
Oh yeah. I remember last year when y'all did that stuff, man. We come in there, it was like, oh man, yeah, they were all in the ring, doing their thing, like living their dream, excited. It's like, look at that, that is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Awesome. Man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, y'all were great because my mom and dad, they don't watch wrestling at all or whatever. They used to when they were younger, but they're older now, so they go to bed like 7, 8 o'clock in the night, so they can't watch it. But they'll come to the shows, and they're like, oh man, Willow, is Willow gonna be there? Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna be there anymore. Like, oh man, I'm like, well, I'm gonna be wrestling off. You're like, all right, I guess, we're gonna watch the girls out there tear it up.
Well, I appreciate that, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for your support as always. Keep coming out, keep enjoying, keep rah and all that other good stuff. But Willow is still CCW no matter what. You never know who that 12th competitor is.
Yeah,
could it be? Could it?
It could be. If it is, man.
Or you never know. Or you never know when she will just pop up and be back again. Put it this way, Willow will be back and be back more than once. She's family. She's a part of the unit. And she loves Capital. We love her. You know, she's definitely be back. Trust me.
Yeah. Yes. So right now they like Christina Marie. Yeah, they're telling me because
Woo!
we had her on a couple weeks ago. My pop, he was like, "Oh, I know who she is. You better mind your p's and q's. Me talking to her, she'll put you in a headlock next show you guys." I was like, "All
Yeah,
right, man, I got you." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I know what I'm doing. She power lifter too. I ain't trying to
yeah,
get. I ain't trying to mess
yeah,
with that. Come on."
yeah. You talking about somebody else who's been there, you know, another day one, you know, somebody who's been there and is hungry for gold, hungry
Hmm.
for, you know, getting back in the hunt of things. You know, she had an interesting career, you know, being in the title tournament and you know, falling short in the semifinals and you know, getting a title shot, you know, and falling short. So, you know, and then, you know, going through what she had to go through and end up, you know, being fired and being brought back and all of that stuff like that. So she's another one who's out on a mission to show everybody that she's one of the baddest damn women walking the planet. So,
Hmm.
yeah, she has a lot to show.
Oh yeah. I'm excited, man. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna sleep for the next few days. You know what I mean? Show days and stuff. Friday, I don't even sleep Fridays anyway. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm so excited, man. You know what I mean? Ready
Good,
for the show,
man.
man.
That's what it's all
Yeah.
about, man. You know, being excited. You know, man, I love what I do. You know,
Hmm.
I'm very passionate about what I do. I put my blood, my sweat, my tears in it. Like people can talk about this, talk about that. I grind every single day because I not only love this business, I love my brand. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I love what we do and how we represent, how we do certain things. So, you know, it's passion, man. It's passion, it's love. Like, so you be like, oh man, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You love the business.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, you're almost like a kid again in a candy store. Like, oh man, oh, I'm excited. So that feeling, that warm, fuzzy, you know, that excitement is coming back. So there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's
Oh
all
no.
great. It's all great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, man, yeah. Like you said, man, yeah, you love it and stuff. Plus, you got some awesome people, working with you and stuff. Like I gotta shout them out. Like you got Savannah Ray over there, doing the thing. You know, what I mean, Missy Sampson. If y'all don't know about her, ooh, you better, do something about her, man, because I love her. She's awesome. Then you bring announcer Rosaria Elsa. You know, she is awesome. You always have, awesome refs coming in. Nick Shin. You know, all people like that. You know, yeah, y'all do the thing, man. Y'all don't play. You're not doing it small. You're doing it big.
I
One of
appreciate that. You know, I sat there and I thought about a lot of different things, you know, because you know, I'm constantly busy, constantly doing something, you know, and so you know, I wanted to make sure if somebody was going to be a part of Capital or you know affiliated with Capital, they have to meet a certain kind of like criteria. You know what I mean? Because it's
Hmm.
very important because these are people who uh, carry you know the name of your brand. So you got to make sure these people are legit and ready to rock and roll and
Hmm.
go. Everybody who you know is named is people who love and appreciate the business um, and people who work extremely hard and who are dedicated, you know,
Hmm.
and so having people like that, you know, surround myself with is just great, you know. But you know, I just try to set the bar by just constantly, you know, being an example of how to go about, you know, doing things, you know, as the leader, just trying to, you know, grind and you know, show by example that I don't just talk. I'm about mine. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so, you know, I love the people who are part of Capital and the people who represent, you know, Capital because again, you know, it's my brand and you know, to have people like that who are loyal and who love it as well, it's truly a blessing.
Oh yeah. Plus, y'all run an awesome locker room, non-toxic. I mean, yeah, nice, chill. Calm, cool, man. Everybody, that's there gets along. That needs to get along. You know what I mean? Because there's some people there. They got match issues. Yeah, they got to be separated. But everybody's
You
awesome there.
that's the whole thing is you know building a locker room that's positive. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And people who understand how we do things, you know, at Capital or do things, with 1CW as well. Just is we don't have time for that toxic energy. You know what I mean? It's just bringing positive energy in there. People who love the business, people who are all for each other, who's willing to, compete and, go out there and give the fans, a show, and because the fans are out there, they're paying their hardworking money to show up. It doesn't matter, how much it is. It doesn't matter if it's $5 or if it's $20, whatever it is. They worked extremely hard to be able to, come to a show. So, you got to give them everything. It doesn't matter if you're out there wrestling. I'm old school. It doesn't matter if you're out there wrestling in front of 5 people or 5,000 people. You give them the same kind of energy. And that's what we do month in and month out. Is to give them their money's worth.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we definitely do. There's been some shows and stuff where it's standing room only out there. I mean, everybody wants to go see that. I'm like, woo! Oh man.
That's the
crazy.
best. That's the best thing. That's the best feeling, in the world. When that happens, and it's the best feeling in the world when you hear the amazing fans, in Delaware chant, and really into it and things like that. So, just trying to bring, a different kind of flavor, each and every month, and just, excited.
That's right. Now, I got a couple questions from Sir Fester. He was asking, man. He wanted to know, is Vert Vixen or Hollywood Haley J on your radar? Well, Vert Vixen's already been there. So.
Yeah. So Vert, here's the thing. Everybody's on my radar, right? I'm not a clout chaser. I'm very thankful and grateful that I have an eye, for talent. An eye for being able to, put things together, or a mind to be able to put things together and have things, play out and stuff like that. Just very grateful for that, and just believing in, what we can do, as a unit. So I don't overlook anyone. Everything I think Remy said it, earlier is about giving people, chances and opportunity. I'm one who's not afraid to do that. When we first started and got everything going. Everybody who was, even at the first show, you had to look at their stuff and give people opportunity, give people chances, even at, the shows as we move forward. So, I love doing that. I tend to get flooded, with emails and stuff like that, which is great, but I never overlook anyone. I never think that I'm too we're to this and that. No, I spend time, I look at people's stuff, and I go through people's stuff, and I will always get back to somebody because that's the least you can do. Be respectful, to people. Take time because at the end of the day, you had to be someone who just needed a chance, and everybody just needs an opportunity, need a chance to be able to show what they can do. If they're not able to, produce or in a way that you think they can, produce, at least have the courtesy to get back to them and say, hey, say something to them. Don't just leave people hanging and stuff like that because they spend time to, reach out and try to get their brand and get themselves out there. The least you can do. I mean, I'm not telling nobody what to do. This is just me. I'm saying how I feel. The least you can do is, take the time out and, research and, give them a look, and things like that. So to answer your question, yes, Vert has been there. Vert is extremely talented. Both are talented. You know what I mean? And again, you never know who the 12th competitor is. You just never know.
Right.
So
That's
know.
Right. That's right. Now he also asked. He had a couple other ones, man. He wanted to know: are you a fan of Godzilla or Kong or Terminator or Matrix?
Terminator, man.
Yeah, that's what
Terminator. I'm not sure if Godzilla or Kong. I say Kong. Yeah, okay. If I had to pick. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But definitely.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, none at all. Terminator, man. That's old school, man. That's Arnold. You know what I mean? That's love it.
Yeah, Terminator 2 is one of them few action movies that like made me cry as a kid and stuff, man. I was like, oh man, Arnold at the end. I was like, oh man.
Exactly, man. Arnold's the man. So yeah, I hope that answered, your question.
Yeah. So, man, I do gotta ask, how did that documentary come about, man? I was reading about that. It was like a month ago, a couple months ago, weeks ago, whatever. I was like, man, how did that come about? Is that something you can share with us? Did y'all come up with it? Somebody come up to you, or?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Someone approached me about the documentary. Hearing the story, how things unfolded. With me being the first uh, black, African American to have an all female promotion and tell that story and tell how did everything come about, behind the scenes, being able to see the work that goes into it, the rewards and stuff like that that comes with it, the headaches also that comes with it, all the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly, but to me it's always good. um just positive thinker, and overcoming any little obstacle that gets in the way. So someone approached me about that who was a major filmmaker, and wanted to see if I will be cool with that. And I thought about it and I say, why not? Everybody has a story, right? Everybody has a story. So I don't mind sharing and giving people insight of how things are done and what people go through. So basically it's kind of like if you've seen the Hard Knocks on HBO of the NFL and stuff like that, being able to see behind the scenes and stuff like that, and also seeing when a documentary is being filmed, uh the actual film that would be featured in, which is another person came about as well. So some of this stuff would be based on true events and everything like that. So that's very exciting, in itself. And have me be a part of, the film and be, really with a lot of stuff is extremely exciting as well, because I've always wanted to do that as well. As a kid, I'm basically living my dream. I've done everything that I possibly, wanted to do, and I'm living my actual dreams. So, you know, just very excited, looking forward to that. Those are two big, huge things. So just extremely busy, but it's all good. It's all
Mm,
good. So it's good busy.
that's right. That's right, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm all
Yeah,
for that good busy, man. Especially when it's something you love, man. You all
yeah,
got passion for it, man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Absolutely. So
Now, before I
to be honest with you, and even with the movie is supposed to be, put on major platforms and streaming. I mean, like big time stuff that I can't say right now, but major platforms, which is, I was like, oh wow. So just ready to get rolling on that, and get started on this project. So.
Yeah, there ain't that many major platforms, so we can narrow it down to a few. When it's gonna be on. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, okay, yeah, and they're all good. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's definitely exciting, man.
Thank you.
So now, before I pass it on back to Remy, I want to say, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, coming on chat with us. Man, it's always a good pleasure to see you and all that good stuff. And I can't wait to see you Saturday, man. We're gonna go out to Houston and we're gonna blow the roof off that place, man. We love to be in a
Woo!
fire hall because what I mean, we're gonna set that place ablaze. That ring, everywhere, it's gonna be a blaze up in there, man. So
To
yeah, I
be
wish
honest,
CCW nothing but the positive things to happen in the future, man.
hey man, I really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure coming on, chopping it up with you two. Uh, you two also work extremely hard at what you do. Rob, you hold it down, and doing what you do, and Remy, you hold it down. And I can't forget about Kathy, and you guys, you represent, and each and every single show and everything that we do, you guys are always loving and supporting. So I got to give credit where credit's due, because I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to be honest with you. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and it just is what it is. And so I give credit where credit's due, and I like to thank each and every last one of y'all, for your love and your support, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? For their love and support. You'll hear me say that 1,000 times, because at the end of the day, like, I'm grinding, I'm putting in the hard work, the dedication, the determination that needs to be put in. But at the end of the day, you know, people such as yourself who love this business, who take times out of your busy schedule to interview upcomers and legends or whomever. Without y'all, us as promoters, wrestlers, uh, fans, it, or nothing. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. So thank you guys for all of your hard work and your dedication you put into this, to your platform and whatever. So just keep doing what you're doing, rocking out. You are very different from everyone else, and that's what I strive to do. You don't look to compete amongst this podcast or that podcast. You look to always get better within yourself each and every single show. And I think that's how I look at it. With all respect, to everybody else, and I say it a billion times, I just concentrate on how can I improve? How can I get better than when I was last month or the week before, as a husband, as a father, as a citizen, a friend, you know what I mean? How can I be the best version of me? So, and I noticed that within y'all. And I know I'm getting long winded, but I'm just being honest. That's how I get when I, when I get to chopping up and getting going. So at the end of the day, I need y'all to know how important you are, to this business and what you have to offer and what you have to bring. You guys are grinders. Every 5 seconds, every time I see something, this person's on, that person's on, that person's on, that person. I was like, oh my goodness. Like there's literally no days off. Literally no days off. And you have different kind of platforms, different kind of shows, that makes you so different from everyone else. Dare to be different. The thing is, a lot of people want to go with the crowd. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but me, I don't want to go with the crowd. I want to be the trendsetter. Like I want to do and do what I believe in, what I feel. And it doesn't have to be what this person thinks or what that person thinks. I go on what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because what I feel and how I do things, and that's been me. You know what I mean? And it's been working. So just be who you are, bro. Be who you are. You can listen to people, take it, take advice. Okay, yeah, cool. But do it because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's good advice, do it. But be your own person. Set your own trail. You know what I mean? And you guys are doing that. So, I'm just, don't be afraid to be who you are. And you guys are not. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we try. The thing with us compete, we don't compete. We just try to be different. We try to be an alternative. Like we don't discourage anybody. I always say, I encourage you to listen to other podcasts. Listen
Sure.
to World Elite podcasts. Listen to Jobber Tears. Listen to those wrestling girls. But you can listen to us as well too, because we each have something different that we give. We each have our own different take on certain things. So our thing is we don't compete. We try to be different, but different in a good way. Where okay, listen, you can listen to us, and you can listen to them, because everybody has something different.
Sure.
So that's what mainly what we strive for. And that's why what we do is we actually, how we're different is that we're interviewing everybody. Like for example, you just mentioned Nick Shin, Savannah Ray, and Rosaria Elsa. And also who's the other one? Alyssa Marino. Alyssa, we ain't forgot about you. We gonna be eating cereal, some cinnamon toast crunch one of these days on this show. I got my bowl, I got my milk, I got my cereal ready. We gonna make it happen like a captain. Don't go too far. And the other three names that I called, Rosaria, Nick, and Savannah, they're actually on our radar. And so it's only a matter of time until we have them on here. And yes, we know that they're not wrestlers, but at the same time, they all make the wheel of wrestling go round. And they often, I found that and the thing is, a lot of people think that, oh, being a referee is easy. Rob Bass will tell you it's not easy.
Whoa.
Being a ring announcer is easy. It's going out there, you know, um, going out there and just announcing names. No, it's more than that. You got to remember where people are from. You got to put energy into it. It's not going out there and going from Delaware, one half of the D line, or hey, from Guyana,
Oh,
White Star Boy, or hey, from Delaware down the road is Rob Bass. He is him, and you're not. No, you got to put energy in that.
Yeah.
And even with like back everything that with the wheel of wrestling, it there's something. It's not easy. You have to put your all into it. You have to put, and that's I'm not in the business, but that's why we have people, like the referees, like the ring announcers, the promoters like yourself, because to give us these stories as to how it is, you know, the pros and cons of each position, et cetera, et cetera. So that's why we do what we do as well.
The
You
one
know,
thing I would say, to be quite honest with you about that, because I'm just a real one, I just keep it 100. It is what it is. Um, in this business, like for me, I'm here to uplift everybody. You know what I mean? We got a lot of female promotion. We got a good amount of female promotions that are out there, and with me, it's just cheering everybody on. Yo, go do your thing. Good job. You know what I mean? Because we all should be fighting for one reason only, and that's uplifting women, and doing, doing what we got to do. Like, in this business, whether you're a wrestler, whether you're a promoter or whatever, there's too much jealousy, there's too much hate amongst each other. And for what? When there's room for everybody to eat, when there's room for everybody to grow, when there's room for everybody to uplift everybody. Like, why is it got to be so much negative and drama all the time? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, me personally, I don't have time for that. I surround my space with good vibes, good energy, great people. That's what I want to surround myself with, and continue rocking out and doing what I do. So if somebody's drama, if they whatever, they can stay on the other side, because me personally, I don't want that energy invited into my circle, So yeah, of course, everybody want to be competitive and do what they got to do, and be the very best. I get it, but at the end of the day, it's like, you don't have to bash somebody else or go out of your way saying something about somebody else because you have a certain problem. I mean, to each his own, freedom of speech, right? But if you got a problem, handle it like old school. Hit that person up and say, hey, yo, can we have a conversation? You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's the one thing that people don't like to do these days. They just want to go out and just be internet gangsters, basically, or text people or, whatever, and say what they had to say, man. Talk about that stuff, man. Time too short. Life's too short. Me, drama, just don't got time for that, man. Say that for something else. Live your life and just continue to dream on, and, have fun doing it. Have fun doing it.
yeah, definitely, man. That's definitely y'all definitely has got some wise, some wisdom right there. Yeah, man. Just life is too
Yeah.
short for beef, man. Like I used to hold grudges, but then as I got a little older, I was like, nah, it's not worth it, man. Life
Nah,
is life
it's
like
not, bro. And then, you find out, like, it's really weird, man, because sometimes, the jealousy and the envy will come from people who are a part of your family. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Which is sad, and it shouldn't be like that. So you just gotta keep loving, what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do, stay on that positive mission, just keep grinding, bro. That's it. That's what it's
yeah,
all about. That's what it's all about.
definitely, man. You just gotta keep grinding. And you and I had this conversation one time. I was like, we're talking about, about staying in your own lane and
Yeah,
just watching. And I was saying, it's always important to stay in your own lane, because if you're too busy watching what's going on in the lane to the left and the lane to the right, you might keep yourself from your own goal. If
right.
you keep watching what's going on to the left, watching what's going on right, and you're still driving, you might hit into something, and then that's gonna stop you from getting into your own goal, from
Sure.
getting to your goal. You might have something great waiting for you once you reach the end, and once you reach the end of your lane, you know. But because you're so busy watching what Jack is doing over there and what Jill's doing over there, you know, you're either going to slow down and keep watching them, or you're going to go fast and hit something. So just keep your eyes on the road, keep your eyes on the prize, and that's what we live by. Just keep on tracking, keep on tracking. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough road, but like we said, there's gonna be obstacles, but like we say in the Navy, smooth seas, or calm waters never made a great sailor. So you just gotta, keep on being consistent and keep on going, and you'll definitely get there.
I
Um,
agree, man. I mean, for me, and also I would like to add one more thing to that. It's just we just having a heart to heart right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? We talk about wrestling, we talk about everything like that, but sometimes it's good to have that heart to heart, give people knowledge, give them wisdom. But just um, again, we talked about last time, staying true to yourself, um, staying loyal. This life is going to be a bumpy road, but it's all about how you respond to stuff. You know what I mean? How you respond to it. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Keep going, and never forget where you come from. That's one thing that I would never do. So it's too many people for me to, and I name people constantly, and that person. So I hate to leave people out, but how I don't do that, and people know who they are, I just say I thank you to everybody who loved, supported, and believed in me. Because you don't want to leave anyone out. It's you name a lot of people, and so it is only human nature. You forget sometimes, like, oh my goodness, But for me, it's just doing that whole thing, and those people know who they are, because it's all about people believing in you as well. Seeing your hope, seeing your dream. You're the grinder, you're the go getter. It's your dream. Nobody's gonna, you know, uh, believe in your dream or love what you do as much as you do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people's fear, they put their fears on you and say, "Oh, that can't happen," or "You can't do that." Half of the people will sit up there and they listen to people, and say, "Yeah, you're right, I can't." But you can't be that way. You got to go get it. If you fall down, you got to pick yourself back up and you just keep going. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. So uh, yeah,
Yeah, so um, that's definitely some great wisdom there. And I just got to say, Marcello, it was a pleasure having you back on here, third time actually, because we had you back in summer with keep me forgetting the man, Scott Bruce from VWR.
yeah,
Shout out to Scott as well. So it was a pleasure having you back on for the third time. We really and truly appreciate it. We're actually excited to see what's going on for CCW this year. I know Rob, you're a lucky man. You get to see it up close in person. Um, and hopefully, definitely, I'll definitely try to get down there for a show and take it in, and taking a show and whatnot. See the greatness that is CCW and all the stars and whatnot.
thank
And
you.
I just gotta say, like, just keep up the great work, man. We're definitely looking forward to seeing more great things. And yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in to the next event, Live or Die, as well. So
Yeah,
with that being said, before we turn this, before we shut this show down, where can fans find you on social media when they wanna check out CCW? When if they got any questions to ask regarding when the next show is, and where can bookers, promoters, and also where can female wrestlers, where can female wrestlers find you when they want to show you what they got on CCW, bring their talents to Delaware and all that good stuff.
well, for Twitter and Instagram is CCW Action. So you just type that in, and you can either DM me, and go ahead and send whatever you need to send over there, or you can email ccwbookings@gmail.com. That'd be a great way to send your stuff or questions or anything you might have. We just started and got the Facebook. I believe it's CCW Action as well. Uh, we got to get more involved on that one. But yeah, so you can find us on those platforms and stuff like that. We're really heavily active on the Twitter and stuff like that. So go ahead and check it out. Also, if you want to check out the YouTube channel, you just type in Capital Championship Wrestling, that'll come up. And you can check out a couple things. And also check us out on Title Match Network. That's where you'll see everything. If you're not already signed up, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and get it going from there. So yeah, that's where you can find us. Be more than happy to interact with fans or talent.
Yeah, that's so y'all heard, CCW is on social media, so definitely go ahead and give them a follow, give them a like, Join the Facebook group. It's a really great promotion. I'm not just saying this. I've actually seen a couple of their shows. They are that damn good. And I could tell y'all right now, for those of y'all that can't make it to the shows in person, sign up for title match. It's only, yes, it's $9.99, but guess what? For $9.99, a ticket that most wrestling tickets are like $20 for general admission. Unless you're bougie and want to go to the front seat, that's cool too. But most tickets, the average wrestling tickets are $20. You're paying half of that on Title Match Network to see not just CCW, but many other promotions. I'm telling y'all this because I'm actually signed up to it as well. I pay my $9.99. I pay my $9.99 a month. I don't care. I love wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But you get promotions like Battle Club, which is a promotion up here in New York. I believe Mission Pro is on there as well too.
Mhm.
All those great promotions for $9.99. Imagine that, less than $20. So if you're all the way, if you're like, damn, I want to see that CCW show, you know what I'm saying? And you're all the way in California, $9.99 and you're good. You can see all the action on there. So definitely check that out. It's a great investment, especially if you're a wrestling fan. You will not regret it. So make sure you check them out. And also, you know what? I was gonna plug the other show, but I'm gonna let Rob Bass do that. So Rob Bass, the Mel Gibson. Oh, by the way, one more thing, Marcello, your tag team partner in the D line. Tell him don't go too far. We're gonna be knocking on his door real soon. Or if you can
Okay.
get
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. My brother, man. Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
I definitely, I definitely would tell him that he'd be riding along, sideways like we've done plenty of time for years and years this upcoming Saturday. So, yeah, I got you.
yeah, because I don't know if you know, but here we we wouldn't only interview Timberland, we'll also interview Magoo as well. We wouldn't interview just Wyclef Jean and Lauren Hill. We'll also interview Pras Michelle as well. So that's how we roll over here. So definitely hit them up, say, yo, Remy and Rob and Kathy, they want to talk to you. You've been
Yeah.
the time. So we'll definitely talk. It'll be a pleasure to have him on here as well, too.
Okay. Got you.
With that being said, Rob Bass, the Mel Gibson to my Danny Glover, the Tommy to my Ghost, and the Charlie Haas to my Shelton Benjamin. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find away and experiences, purchase Rob Bass merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Rob_base82, and then Facebook, Rob Base. And this Saturday, the 14th, I don't know, if you've been listening to the show, and you don't know what's going on, I got no help for you. But we got CCW, 1CW, putting on the show, starting off the year off right. On the CCW side, we got Rebecca Scott versus Sarah Leone for the Global Fighting Championship. We got Becca versus Brittany Blake. We got Markova versus Janai Kai. We have Brooke Valentine and Jordan Blade versus the Goons of the Scenic City. And then, we got the feud, a badass match, submission KO match. Christina Marie versus Ultraviolet. Then on the 1CW side, we got, Stevie Ray Styles is going his celebration for Ty Awesome's win last month. And yeah, y'all can stop emailing me. I had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I was as surprised as y'all were on that. Plus, not only that, we have a rematch for that championship. Ty Awesome versus Miles Millennium. And whoever wins that, the loser can't challenge for the championship as long as that person's the winner. We also had the Dudleys 2.0. Devon Dudley's sons coming in. They're going against the Tar Dynasty. We have Ranch Hand Carlson versus A.K. Willis. And we got the champ Brian Morris, the Wonder Boy, and he's gonna defend the Workhorse Championship against mystery opponents. So you gotta tune in or come to the show. Hey, I don't know who it could be. It could be something awesome, but definitely check it out. Doors open at 5. Show starts at 6. I mean, 2 shows for one price. You can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all are in Houston, Delaware, or any of the surrounding areas, go to that show. Check it out. Because you got 2 shows for the price of one. And you can't really beat that. So go ahead, go to Houston, Delaware, check it out. You won't regret it. But Rob, please don't call those boys team Dudley Boys 2.0. Because if they put you through a table, I can't save you, bro. Like real talk, man. TNT.
Rob, if that happens, I don't know, man.
Oh,
Your
man.
boy might gotta come out of retirement.
There you go. There you go.
Man.
That's right.
Terrence and Terrell, man. But shout out to them two incredible young men. Definitely the future of the business of especially in tag team wrestling. So Yeah, so y'all definitely, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you see Terrence and Terrell, they're two young men you gotta watch out for. They were taking bumps since they were 16. I saw one of them go through a table by Bubba Ray on TNT. That actually happened. 16 years old. So definitely, you get to see those two incredible young men live and in person. So definitely check it out. If y'all want to follow me on social media, not that I have anything interesting to say, but you can find me on Twitter at the Remy Blue and also on Instagram under the alias Remy Blue as well. Um, well, at the Remy Blue on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Remy Blue as well, same thing. Our podcast is on social media. We're on Twitch at Ringside Society 2019, Instagram and Twitter at Ringside Society. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. Just type in Ringside Society, you'll see us. We're on Spotify. We're on Teespring. And Teespring is where we sell our official Ringside Society merchandise. We have T-shirts, we have tank tops, we have long sleeve shirts, we have hoodies. Valentine's Day is next month. We got the Ringside Society Valentine's Day edition shirts. That's right. So show your love for professional wrestling. All proceeds go back into keeping our show afloat. They do not go back into our pockets. Trust me, I'm still eating hamburger helper, and Rob's still eating Kool-Aid sandwiches. So we're definitely not pocketing that money. But also we're on YouTube where we have a lot of cool interviews like this one, like the one we had with the Renegade Twins, Kiting King, Kayla Sparks, many people from CCW, many people from 1CW as well too. Check it out. All you gotta do is go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. Once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. We really truly appreciate it. We're very grateful. We always strive, and we will always continue to strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan should and could listen to. To those of y'all that are going to listen later on when you get a chance, thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away. Well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Rob Bass at the Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
We ain't stopping. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody. We just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware. It's no secret that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag we are not the same. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for CCW, live or die, and one time for CCW owner Marchello and the incredible work he's been putting in and will continue to put in.
Thank you.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back next week with another impressive guest on another impressive episode. But until then, we just want y'all to do 4 favors for us. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy.